Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Clemson Tigers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback making adjustments. Try to get it to the edge. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Makes a connection. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships.
Turning it on! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Fakes the grab. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clemson jumps to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Going to sling it on 2nd down. On the run, still looking. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And he missed it. No good.
And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, scrambling away. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
This time on target. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help them the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll start this drive at their own 48. To the air, it's Klubnik. Unloads it downfield. Makes the catch on the left. Touchdown, Tigers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive. There he goes! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
On target to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Georgia going up tempo. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answers so far. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Here's a heat. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Clemson is quick to the line. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. He caught it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Clemson. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. A 1st down for the offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's got him. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a 1-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it down the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Clemson jumps to the line. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
And this one splits the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the second. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The pressure. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Georgia! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it from the gun. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Unloads to the right. He's got it. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing touchdown Clemson. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snags it quickly on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Dogs in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Makes the catch. It's Delp. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. On 4th down, going to the air. Throws to the tight end. And again, their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Byers on the move. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Off play action on first down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to really pull that schooner ahead offensively. They're up by 6 over Vanderbilt. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's dealt. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Under fire. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going for the big play. Pulls it in on the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll go to the air on second and short. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
The throw to the outside is complete. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
38, Georgia, 17.
So first down will open up the final period. Might be changing the route. Makes the catch. It's Frazier.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got him downfield. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Looking to throw on first down. Snags it. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Love the on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the point after is good. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Now improvising. He'll pull it down. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Buying some time. He's got it. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Might be calling a hot route. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback. Dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to barrel in. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play. They made the tackle, so now you got to turn the page. You got to find something here on second.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Finds his big tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Clemson is quick to the line.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for it all. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Leaves it with the running back. Quick spin on the run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Klubnik. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the try is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. This time it's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throwing right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask, and making it easy for him.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David